Alright, buddy. I really like your setup here. I like how you're choking down the club. It really gives me the feel of where the club face is and how the club's sitting in my hands. Um, so whoever watches this, if it's not just this dude, um, take note of that. I think that's a really good thing to do. It looks like your grip is in your fingers. I really like that. Um, I feel like your right hand is pretty good, but again, I can't see. I do kind of want, I mean, unless you're trying to hit a fade here, I do kind of want this back shoulder to kind of be more back a little bit and a little more tilt. Um, I I just, I don't know. I can't really tell where the target's at. Looks like the flag's right here, and you're aiming left of it, right over this sand. Ideally, you would want to aim away from the sand. I can't see what's over here. You'd want to aim trees. I mean, probably right in the middle of this. And just try to hit the green and not get into any trouble. Most amateurs, miss is going to be short, so unless you club up significantly and just try to go over the sand, take it out of play, then that's another play as well. All right, uh, that's probably enough for the setup here. That doesn't work anymore. Lame. All right, play. Oh, I need to slow it down. Okay, I like that. I like how you're coming out. Your first move is away from the target. Really, really good. It does look like it's coming off the ground a hair too early, um, but I can't really tell from this angle. But I like to keep it as close to the ground as possible without losing the integrity of my stance. Okay. Man, this worked earlier, and that's crazy. So sad. So sad. The eraser doesn't even work. Alright, moving on. Mm, I don't like see. I think that's why it was coming up early, is because you're manipulating the club with your wrists. You don't want to do that. If you're trying to include shaft lean before the swing, do it at address. Yeah. Before you take the club back, you should keep a perfect V for most of your swing. Okay, and when you're bending your wrist, you're gonna lose that V up here because your right arm's not really gonna have anywhere to go. I'll show you. Okay, this looks pretty good. Okay, okay. That's a pretty solid swing there, buddy. Looks like did you hit a little fat? Looks like you might have caught it a hair fat. So, I mean, I'm gonna imagine that that probably had a little bit of a fade on it. I can't see the ball. I'm gonna be working on adding a tracer to this. Looks like the ball starts this way, so I surely it curves, right? And I think that's just because of your setup. He was aiming left of the flag, and then you probably compensated with a an open club face on the way down. But the swing looked pretty good. I just think that first little, if you worried about keeping width in your swing earlier, I think it would really help you. I wonder if I can make it even slower. 0.25. Let me note that down. uh, Another thing I see here is I feel like you need to put more weight on your back foot here. I feel like most of your weight looks like it's in the front of your foot and it's not letting your body turn as much as it needs to. See, I feel like your hips need to be more. Yeah, that's the wrong one. I did that last time. Turned this way, okay? And then as your arms are going to be dropping from the top, you're going to be wanting to pull it straight down into your pocket, right? And sliding this arm down your chest. Okay, your club face is really square here. So if you make the right move and pull this down and into your pocket before these hips move, you'll be coming in for a good position to hit a nice little draw. But it looks like you're going to be turning this too early, which is because of your initial takeaway. If you keep it lower to the ground, straight back, keep that width in your swing, it'll really help you. Okay. So yeah, from here, you want to feel like you're falling back to the target and see how you fired yeah, your whole body's moving at the same time. So that looks like if you follow that tip, I feel like it'll improve your game a lot. You might lose a couple strokes. Let's see what's your impact. Kind of, I really like that too. So for those of you who are watching, maybe you want to finish low. Okay, you don't want to be trying to pick the ball up in the air. The club's got that loft on there for a reason, right? You're going to be wanting to get low to the ground here and into the ground after the ball and staying low and left. Okay, so your swing's going to go out this way, right? Which is going to make it come back this way, and then you're just going to make it come do this, and boom. Okay, it all starts here. Well, it all starts in your grip, honestly. He had a really good grip to begin with, so that's what's helping him get into these better positions. And I think the next video that I'm going to go over shows he has like a really bad over the top swing, and I would bet you $1 million it's because of his grip being too weak, and his ego is too big to change it like mine was. Sorry, I got a little crazy there. But yeah, man, I think this is a pretty solid swing. Um, so here, this is where the AI comes into play. I give my review, and then Chad's gonna give his review. Uh, Chad is a is my cat. Um, he's a black cat. I've had him a couple years, and his name's Chad. And his personality is based off one of my buddies who just passed away on the 4th, so 5 days ago. Um, we grew up together. Probably, we were inseparable for a good 15, 20 years, and he's 36 years old and died to cancer. So I'm trying to commemorate him with that. I didn't really want to use his name because I felt like that might have been a little distasteful. So I just decided to make his personality after him. So yeah, here we go. So I'm going to analyze the swing, see what Chad comes back with. Was this here before? Hmm. Okay, so it changed. That must have been from the last one. All right, Chad's analysis. He gives you a B plus. That's pretty good. Setup looks solid, a good spine tilt. These are looking better. I tried to fix that from my last video. It's really hard for AI to draw. Widening your stance. I think that's pretty fair. I mean, I feel like the closer you are to the hole, the closer your feet should be. With the driver, it should be, shoulder width. So I don't totally agree with that, but it's a work in progress. But yeah, the harder you swing and the closer your feet are together, he does have a point there that you're not going to fall over like a bronze league player getting ganked. So yeah, so balance. The harder you swing, closer your feet are, the harder it is to keep your balance. So let's go into full review, see if this looks any better. Setup looks solid, so we already saw that one. Backswing. Okay, so he got the backswing right this time. But he still says the same thing as setup and doesn't say what I marked and why. Okay. Almost. This looks like pretty close. Yeah, it's still this. I wonder how. Let me note that down too. I don't think I did last time. Um, yeah, so I need to fix that. But he gives you a B here and a B plus here. I need to fix that as well. But I don't know, man. I think it's pretty solid. So good job.